Hello, Self, Cosmos, Ohana, Soul Dr. Nick here. It is Wednesday, November 26th, 2025, around 7:30 in the morning here in Hilo on Kona, Big Island in Hawaii. Just landed last night around 11 o'clock. Took a while for the car rental, took a while to set up, took a while to drive over here, about 2 hours. Had some screaming. It was a late night. It was a long travel day, and really glad to be here. I'll just gonna sit in the backyard and just be in the outside for a little bit as I recalibrate, and then gonna go and do my morning ablutions, my morning enema, my morning urine therapy, and really grateful to be able to be outside. Really grateful for this temperate climate here in the tropical region. Grateful that I'm not feeling and seeing and noticing any mosquitoes yet. Some roosters and cocks and hens in the back. Some birds flying around. Lush scenery, lush landscape. This is a gated home with security, with many different things, and it's a different way of living, that's for sure. A great home for entertaining as well, so we'll see who we invite out here, and it's a big home for just one little family. So we'll be taking a look at how we do things, how we live, how we explore. I've got a mosquito trap here, I think, as part of it. So we've got lots of little touches that are really here in service of the home. I think they use it themselves when they're here, and they care a lot about it, which is wonderful. Let's see here, what else is there? It's been a journey getting to this point, that's for sure. It's been a journey getting to this point. Yesterday there was a neighbor just triggering, stickler for rules, stickler for wanting to insert self, and very helpful to the community in many ways too. And so I could notice my reaction, just like vile venom, like anger, probably old shames, all these things. And instead of trying to be above, just being with it. And getting a lot of support with my beloved too. The flight got a lot of support to rest. Food, not a great thing. Can't wait to someday be able to travel to get really supported as a family, both through the traveling, through the setting up, through the arriving, all of that stuff, through the packing. And right now it's noticing the current pain points. What are the ones that are really important? What are the ones to deal with right now? And how do we start moving the energy of what is, right? How do I start doing some more work again? How do we step into what we need to for investing? How do we step into our lives the way we want to? How do I every day take some time to contemplate, to act, to do, to recalibrate? Some things for me to do today is send off some insurance stuff and other things. And insurance, such an interesting idea, like how much of insurance now is geared towards how they can extract as much as possible for as little return as possible. And that's not how insurance started. Actually, I don't know how insurance started, but I imagine some people will want to have a noble business of let's insure people and make sure that they have the coverage they want when they need it, and they're paying a fair price. And many others are noticing, how do we get as much as we can for as little return, and how do we do it in a way where we don't jeopardize ourselves or make ourselves look bad for as long as possible? And it's so interesting to notice that there can be such a range of persons, of personas in that field. And even then, the patterning of the field itself, how do we extract? How do we extract more and more and more? And you will be praised more for the more you're able to extract in a way that people will be thanking you. And that you give back in a way that makes you look good enough. And it's interesting just listening to a little bit of Simone and all that. Forgetting I'm going to finally write about the breath now that we've landed here. Finally get settled in. God, God, it's been me avoiding me in so many different ways. Me getting my own ways. Shadow problems. The problems that we create or we fixate on so that we don't have to deal with what's actually there. And I can notice I have a number of those. I have a number of those, and I can say a number of them, and even noticing when I ask, like, what would you like me to do? Turn on this light. But that light's gonna come in, so I'm asking, but then I'm thinking, and then I'm acting differently as well. And so just noticing that. So many stories of this life. So many stories. This giant water cistern out here. I can only imagine what kind of work it takes to maintain it. I can only imagine what kind of work it takes to maintain this life, and definitely we would want to get in on a property with some dear friends if we're going to. Yeah, I do not want to maintain this in any way, shape, or form. It's not my highest and best. And it's important to learn enough about it. And it's just a plane ride away. One direct flight, not too shabby. Breathing it in and letting it go. Breathing it in and letting it go. What else is there out here? The EMF. We're getting down to medium, moderate, where a bedroom is at least. So we'll see what it is like out here. Eventually we'd like to get to low, but we'll see. It's a start, right? It's a start, especially the sleeping times. Air conditioning, just noticing that. Driving a minivan, that was decent, but I am spoiled now that we are driving, and I'll just say it, driving a Lexus. I used to judge them so much. It's so funny. It was so patterned in me. I could even tell my parents have driven lots of Toyotas, especially. It's like, oh, Lexus. Who needs that luxury? Who needs to spend that extra money? My beloved's parents, same thing. So expensive, so expensive. Now that we're in one, I'm like, I don't want to go back. In the sense that I can see the value of having that extra refinement. Wow, look at these cocks running around. That is hilarious. I don't know if you got to see that little recording, but it's so funny just watching them run around. Just seeing life as I look out the window, not just the regular birds flying around, just seeing the difference of life. Wow. He really chased the other one. This is his territory. That's pretty cool. A very territorial cock. Yeah, getting unexpected lays last night. That's a beautiful greeting for my beloved, and for me getting a car that's much more in line. That was an unexpected greeting. Great roads to drive on. Darkness so much. I saw Orion's belt and the stars were really clear last night. Watched most of Moana 2 yesterday. It's beautiful outside. We'll definitely go somewhere today. I have no idea where. Oh, I'm going to put this on airplane mode before I forget. Boop. And turn that down just a little bit. Perfect. Magic mirror work for me, by me, through me, as me. I feel to heal. I always have choice. The only constant is change. Everything is a story. Truth is the currency. Walking paradoxes and dichotomies. Allies. Breathing in this fresh air, breathing in the sunshine, breathing in this life, breathing in this contrast. I am tired. I'm probably going to go back and rest a little bit. But right now I'm really glad to be up, to be getting some of this light, to be recalibrating the circadian rhythm before I relax and rest again. Not going to leave the family on their own right now this morning, since this is new to them. I think this is a pretty safe home, seeing the fences and everything else around. Happy to get to know the neighbors. Happy to not get to know the neighbors. Happy to explore the community, the village, to really get to know and learn and land here. Happy to create something with our dear friends. Yeah, and we'll see. We'll see how much we actually connect, spend time together. But yeah, this humidity, this moisture, we'll have to see how this climate works for us, through us, by us. Listen to Jack Cruz, building our citadels. Building our citadels. Building our citadels. Not hummingbirds yet, but definitely lots of little birds, medium-sized birds. Being with last week, this last couple of weeks, just crazy. Oh yeah, there's apparently an eruption here last night too. So there's things that are definitely happening. There's a fire that engulfed a residential building in Hong Kong, first thing on my news. And I'm just thinking of my dad and just the terror he had around fire growing up. And just the patterns that we have, the truths that we have, the facts that we have. Because now it's become fact, fire equals danger. Fire at home equals danger. It's not a possibility. And for me, fire is all possibility. Fire is all potential. And how things may change, right? Water is possibility and potential, especially snorkeling. Air is possibility and potential, especially flying. Earth is possibly the potential, especially living, going places. And I have my own fears, and I have my own fear of the dark, and I have my own fear in the morning walking through the house. The energies, the spirits, the beings, those are the things that my beloved is better with. I see an open doorway, I feel the fear, and I walk through. It's a reminder for me anywhere I go on this earth. Listening, respecting the sacred sites, and trusting self. Trusting self. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, land. Thank you, land. Thank you for welcoming us in your way. Thank you for all these lava rocks. Thank you for being. And then thank you for just noticing what needs to happen, what wants to happen, what can happen. Thank you. And just remind myself not to take any rocks. It's so easy to want to desire to, and really to step into, listen to the land. I was just dreaming and imagining yesterday, will I find an elder, find some elders here to really tap in, tune in, be with. Wow, there's some doves or pigeons or something else that are landing in the fields here. Yeah. Hearing my belly rumble a little bit. Seeing a dragonfly, I believe. There's some bamboo planted here, I know that plant. Oh. I see a human next door with long hair. So he's probably in more the spiritual side, hippie side, so that'll be fun. Just loving life. And loving life is loving all of it. The unity consciousness, the possibilities of the earth grids, the possibilities of 1972, 69, the possibilities of all the ways that things are trapped, the possibilities of sovereignty, allodial title, things being challenged, the possibility of possibilities, the possibility that facts aren't facts, the possibility that school and the patterning of teaching has taught us that we need to learn, we need to be taught something, that once we're taught something that is the right answer, that there is a right answer we're finding. And now I'm realizing more and more, remembering more and more, that the schools I want to actually empower and found are schools of remembering, and the learnings are possibilities, that I'm planting seeds, and that these seeds can sprout in any way, and they don't even have to take root. It's not the truth. Yeah. What I say is not the truth, it's just seed, a seed for possibility. The school of unlearning. Help is one of the most powerful things, and what's possible when people actually ask for help. Just before we left, we had some people ask for help to clear the energy of a home, of a being, of a person, of a brain. And then before that, just being with our dear friend Elizabeth as well. So grateful for the help, and Bao Bao being with his buddy, and being reminded to plant roots to have land to grow trees. Here is a place that we could definitely plant some roots. And then from beyond here, what's next? What is next? If my mother was a mother, I hope she'd not be the man I'm proud to be today. And that's part of it, is being with and noticing when I can judge my beloved for how she is with my son, and noticing the biggest thing I keep remembering is she is the primary. How do I honor her? How do I support her? How do I know that he chose her and it's going to be great? How do I both be with the knowingness that I'm going to be here a long time? I'm a spiritual being having a human experience, and letting go of knowing anything. Every time I hug someone, hey, this could be the last time. I love you, and I never know. Saying hello to people. I met a beautiful man named Alistair at the airport. He was the one to tell me how the cars work, that you can go fly out of Honolulu on the way back, so we don't have to do a red eye. We're probably not going to do the red eye, let's be honest. But we'll leave the ticket for now. Reminding myself that we've got these tickets to go across the country. How do we offer them up to friends who might need to book some stuff, especially if it's last minute? Noticing the sunshine coming through the trees over there. So that is east over there. And thank you for sunshine. Being with my breath, being with my headache, being with my fatigue. Is there anything else? Eating some more crap yesterday than usual, eating airport food, clearing up the food at home, taking Uber to the airport. That was nice. Not driving. Oopsie daisy. Dropping things. Jesus. Dropping things that matter. Jesus. Being with the screams of a child and just recognizing that it's easy to judge. It's easy to say, oh, I shouldn't be screaming. And for me, it's easy just to be with it. And then how do I learn how to both be with it and distract from it and dive in with them? Like, what are they clearing out for us, through us, by us? How to honor that. How to really honor that. I think I turned off the stove. I better go check. Ciao for now.